despite critical acclaim and a string of unforgettable roles. Friends remembered scenes behind the camera where Karen pored over scripts late into the night, searching for the smallest details to bring her characters to life. Offset, she wrestled quietly with dyslexia, using colored overlays and hand-annotated pages to memorize lines. Throughout her busiest years, she traveled to auditions on a motorcycle out of necessity, not style, sometimes arriving with helmet hair before transforming for the screen. Often, she turned down roles most actresses coveted because scripts felt hollow or the female characters lacked depth. Instead, she sought out directors willing to let her improvise and expand dialogue, changing endings to shape truer stories. Away from the spotlight, she wrote poetry in spiral notebooks and composed melancholic songs she performed in smoky backrooms, rarely allowing her movie colleagues to attend. During industry slumps, she worked as a drama coach at a community center, whispering encouragement to nervous teenagers and spending her own money on theater costumes. Years later, after a diagnosis that shifted her priorities, she campaigned for independent filmmakers on projects that never secured wide release, convinced every story deserved a champion. Growing up in Park Ridge, Illinois, Karen Black was surrounded by a sense of artistic expression from an early age. Her family deeply valued creativity, and that spirit would guide her early choices in life. As a young girl, she developed a fascination with acting, which fit right into the cultural fabric of her hometown. The local Chicago theater scene, bustling and alive with energy, provided her with her first taste of the stage. Here, she developed both skill and confidence in front of an audience, finding her footing among other passionate performers. Wanting to sharpen her craft further, she devoted herself to formal study and enrolled at the Goodman Theater School, an institution known for nurturing talent and discipline in its students. Here, Karen immersed herself in drama, mastering techniques and forging connections with mentors and peers who recognized her unique talent. She learned the importance of presence on stage, the nuances of dialogue, and the emotional depth that could be conveyed through performance. Following her education, Karen made the decision to take her ambitions to Hollywood in the early 1960s. Packing up and leaving familiar surroundings behind, she entered an entirely new world, filled with opportunity and challenge. The move marked a defining moment in her life as she transitioned from promising student to aspiring actress in the heart of the film industry. This journey, sparked by her creative upbringing and sharpened by her educational experiences, laid the groundwork for what would become a notable legacy in film and theater. During the late 60s and early 70s, a new wave of filmmaking swept across Hollywood, bringing fresh stories and unconventional actors into the spotlight. In this changing world of movies, one actress captured attention for her performances that felt honest and bold. Her breakthrough happened with important parts in two films that symbolized this era, Easy Rider and 5 Easy Pieces. First, Easy Rider introduced her to a wide audience as she stepped into the chaotic, exciting world of cross-country travel and freedom that was so central to that story. Her presence in the film was more than just memorable. It showed the depth and complexity she could bring to a role, even in short screen time. Soon after, 5 Easy Pieces gave her a chance to explore an unforgettable character, acting alongside some of the biggest names of the time. Her performance as a struggling waitress caught the eye of critics and moviegoers alike, bringing recognition and respect for her unique style. What set her apart was her ability to show both vulnerability and strength, making her characters incredibly human and relatable. This particular role earned her an Academy Award nomination, confirming her position as an actress with real depth in the competitive landscape of the new Hollywood movement. She stood out for her expressive face and a kind of intensity that seemed to hint at worlds of feeling beneath the surface. With these hit roles, she became part of a generation that broke old rules and inspired a new approach to movies by showing raw, authentic emotion. In those films, she became a symbol for a time when cinema dared to be different and pushed its actors, especially women, to create roles that lingered in memory long after the credits rolled. Furthermore, Karen Black's approach to acting always stood out because she wasn't just performing lines on a page. She was truly becoming her characters from the inside out. When she prepared for roles such as in 5 Easy Pieces, she took her work seriously and went beyond the surface details. She would spend hours researching to understand the world of her character, asking questions about their past and what motivated them. Through this, Black's method acting helped her connect with audiences, as her performances felt real and full of life. She never relied only on costumes, makeup, or set pieces. Her authenticity came from deep emotional exploration and first-hand learning. By deeply studying her characters' habits and lifestyles, Black could lose herself in each role and let the smallest, real-life gestures shine through on screen. This level of devotion sometimes meant she would adopt similar routines, even in her private life, using her growing understanding of her character's world to enrich her portrayal. Many people who saw her work in 5 Easy Pieces noticed how she seemed to simply exist naturally in the world of the film, adding layers and depth that brought the entire story up. Critics and directors admired how she was able to draw from her research and preparation, making her performance truthful without feeling forced or exaggerated. In every role where she used her method acting, it was clear that her dedication went far beyond basic rehearsal. It was a lifelong skill she worked on and refined, always looking for new ways to bring truth to the characters she played. Meanwhile, her ability to shift seamlessly between different characters on screen became one of her defining traits. In films like The Great Gatsby, she managed to bring a quiet intensity to her role, displaying a range of emotion that left a mark on audiences. When she starred in Airport 1975, she continued to impress, standing out even in a cast full of big personalities. These performances demonstrated how she could tackle both dramatic and suspenseful moments with equal skill, helping her earn the respect of critics and fans who valued her unpredictable choices. Away from the camera, her life took an artistic turn that wasn't always known to the public. She devoted time to music, where her voice and songwriting brought out another layer to her creative personality. Her songs, paired with her writing, presented a thoughtful and personal side, hinting at feelings and observations that she may not have shown in film. Those who followed her work closely found these hidden talents as compelling as her on-screen presence, appreciating the way her introspective lyrics and stories reflected her experience in acting. Eventually, after breaking through with unforgettable film roles, Karen Black found herself beloved by fans who cherished the offbeat and unsettling characters she brought to life. Her performances in works like Trilogy of Terror gave her a rare enduring fame among those who love independent movies and horror, thanks to her unique screen presence and her bravery in playing roles that many other actresses avoided. Throughout these films, she never shied away from strange or challenging material, fully embracing characters that were complex, emotionally raw, or even frightening. The lasting cult following she developed was in part due to her willingness to take risks in her acting, allowing audiences to see her in vulnerable, odd, or daring circumstances that became iconic. Yet, her journey wasn't just marked by cinematic achievement. In later years, she faced difficult battles off-screen that revealed another kind of bravery. She struggled with cancer, which required heavy treatments and intense resolve. At the same time, she dealt with financial hardships that made everyday life increasingly challenging. Rather than retreat, she kept showing perseverance, speaking openly about her health battles despite the toll they took. Her story became one of grit as she faced these personal trials while being remembered for performances that continue to echo in film circles today. Throughout her career, Karen Black became known not only for her powerful presence on screen, but for her commitment to guiding younger artists. She took her role as a mentor seriously, always looking for opportunities to share her experiences and wisdom with those starting out in the arts. Black believed that art could change people's lives, and that everyone in the film world should have a chance to learn and grow. She often spent time working with newcomers, encouraging them to trust their instincts and develop their own artistic voices. This dedication to helping others reflected her vision for an industry defined by support and collaboration rather than competition and exclusion. Her influence went beyond her performances. She became a trusted figure among those seeking advice or a supportive ear. Simultaneously, Karen Black's approach to style went hand in hand with her bold, creative spirit. During the 1960s and 70s, her clothing choices matched the era's sense of experimentation and freedom. She mixed patterns, colors, and textures in ways that turned heads wherever she went. Instead of following trends, she set them, choosing pieces that expressed her personality. Her eclectic wardrobe became part of her identity, capturing the energy and new ideas sweeping through culture at the time. People admired her confidence in what she wore, recognizing her as a style icon who helped define the look of a generation. These aspects of her life show how Karen Black left a mark not just through her roles, but through the lives she touched and the styles she inspired. Despite facing a difficult battle with cancer in her final years, Karen Black remained active in her profession, taking on new roles and continuing to perform. Even as her health declined, she brought energy and dedication to every project, allowing her love for acting to shine through. Friends and colleagues admired her for this determination, noting how she defied the challenges of illness to keep working. Her last project stood as a testament to her talent, showing audiences and filmmakers alike that her passion never faded. Through her career, Karen Black became known not only as a versatile actress, but also as a style icon and a mentor to younger talents in the industry. Her unique approach to fashion and performance inspired many to take creative risks of their own. Even after her passing, her influence can be seen in film, television, and theater, where her memorable roles and distinctive presence set a powerful example for others to follow. Karen Black is remembered for her artistry, resilience, and the lasting impressions she left on everyone who had the chance to witness her work, marking her as someone whose contributions to cinema and the arts continue to be